What's up guys, it's Tony here, welcome back to Man Cave Studios. So I've made videos on YouTube as an enterprise in the past, and they've kind of been little like minute-long videos, or even sometimes I've just like ranted about YouTube in the middle of a vlog or something like that. So I've ranted about YouTube in the past kind of intermittently. And in the past I've almost just switched to something like Vimeo or Dailymotion. But unfortunately, YouTube pretty much has a monopoly on the long video market. So I'm going to be staying on this terrible platform one way or another. I'm just here to point out some of the discrepancies that YouTube has, or at least what they present, the problems that I have with them currently, because people have been making videos on why YouTube stinks for pretty much the last 3 years non-stop. So a lot of big YouTubers have talked about why YouTube doesn't support its creators and why the monetization program is not really good. And so I'm going to be talking about some of those same issues, but from a small YouTuber perspective. To send messages out to your subscribers to get monetized, or even just to get somebody from YouTube to talk to you, you have to hit a 1,000 subscriber threshold. Do you want to send out messages to people scrolling through YouTube in order to try to grow your channel, you know, advertise a video that you did here and there? Well, you can find 1,000 friends, or you can continue to suffer in irrelevancy. What I don't get is why subscribers matter for sending out messages to even your own subscribers. Even if you don't want to send out messages to all of YouTube, if you just want to send out messages to your subscribers, like a general, kind of a tweet, and say, hey, this video that I made is going to be uploaded at 7 o'clock today. I don't know, I'll premiere it, so make sure you're there for the premiere. What does that have to do with having 1,000 subscribers? I mean, I get why you want to keep a threshold on it, but the old threshold used to be 100 subscribers. That was kind of the standard for getting a custom URL. I think that's still the standard for getting a custom URL, because I still have one. So if the idea is that you get a custom URL, or at least have the opportunity to get one when you hit 100 subscribers, basically what you're doing is preventing smaller YouTubers or people that just do it like really recreationally. Like, I have another channel where I just upload videos of Bruno, and I get why you don't want me to get a custom URL for that, but it makes sense that 100 subscribers is kind of the threshold, because that means at least you're putting in enough effort that it's still recreational, but it's not just what's the word, just crap posting, basically. So if you want to prevent people from crap posting, this is a kid-friendly channel, I'm not going to say the actual word, then why is the same threshold for sending out messages not 100 subscribers as well? Why does it have to be 1,000? So if you can't grow your channel by having a presence, then you're basically already off to a bad start trying to build a YouTube channel. On a similar basis, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watch time to be monetized. Let me put this in perspective for you. A lot of people have kind of accepted this because monetization for small YouTubers has been gone since like 2016 or around then. Amazon, which is a company that I published my book through, just paid me $1.42 in royalties for one copy of my book that I sold online in December. Amazon paid me. Amazon, this guy paid me. But I make $5 off of ad revenue in 2016 and 2015, and you still won't pay me for that? Are you really doing that poorly with your advertisers that you can only pay people who have 4,000 hours watch time? I mean, I understand the YouTube Rewind you did in 2018 was kind of a desperate cry to your advertisers to keep buying into your program, but seriously, are you in this bad of trouble? Basically what you're saying by having this threshold of 4,000 hours watch time and 1,000 subscribers is that YouTube is either for recreational use or it's a full-time job. This can't be your hobby. I mean, it could, but you can't get paid for it to be your hobby. If you're good at something, if you're good at making videos, you can either get paid on Fiverr, you could get employed by a full-time video company, or you could There's no alternative. That's it. Most of the money that people make from YouTube anymore are actually from outside sponsorships, like Raycon or ExpressVPN or Raid Shadow Legends and, stuff like that. So then what's keeping those YouTubers on YouTube? Why don't they just follow the crowd and go to something like Instagram? Eventually, they're going to start realizing this and they're going to leave your platform. So if you're not paying your YouTubers that actually have subscribers, and you're not letting people that are just kind of in it for recreational use like me to make money on the side, then why is anybody using your platform to begin with? And that is why YouTube is going to, probably within the next decade, lose a lot of its content creators to places like Instagram and other places that'll probably spring up. YouTube eventually is going to have a serious competitor, and they're eventually going to have to file for bankruptcy eventually. In essence, there's really no reason to be a creator on YouTube anymore. There's a reason to be a viewer, but there's no reason to be a creator. YouTube only knows what its most mainstream fans want to see. Exhibit A, YouTube Rewind 2018. Listen, I liked YouTube Rewind 2017. You had people like KSI and Jake Paul and Logan Paul, and while I don't necessarily watch or even like these people, they were at least big on YouTube that year. A lot of the reason why people didn't like YouTube Rewind 2018 was because it didn't have any of the real big content creators. And it really didn't show that much of what happened that year. It was really just kind of an appeal to advertisers. Go and scroll down the comment section from YouTube Rewind 2018 and you'll see a ton of people that just disliked it, saying how bad it was because it was so out of touch with what actually happened that year. Exhibit B. Look no further than the trending section. On any given day, it is either filled with the worst content or the most repetitive videos on people's different takes over what happened in a boxing match or some other sporting event or really anything. There was a YouTuber named iDubbbz. He made a diss track in 2017 and it got millions of views in one day, but it never wound up on the trending section. Yes, people are interested in stuff like mainstream music and sports and all that other stuff. But why are you censoring people on the things that you don't necessarily approve of? It's not like iDubbbz is Donald Trump on Twitter. He's not like actively spreading misinformation or anything like that. He made a video, it got millions of views. That's the definition of trending. So why didn't it get to the top? So I have theories on why executives of major companies task their children for redesigning their websites, but YouTube does it more than any other major internet company, and it's really just unnecessary. Things were really simple and easy to locate when I first started making videos. They were probably simpler and easier to locate before that, but since at least 2015, it's just been progressively downhill. Part of the reason why I'm not even live streaming anymore is because I couldn't even begin to figure out where you find the information that you need to, like the streaming code and stuff like that, to even think about going live. So, either leave things alone or revert them to the way they were in 2019. Back when, it was easy to locate stuff. Next thing you know, they'll start putting like titles and stuff on top of the videos, so that way you really get discombobulated. Let's put the title and the comment section at the top of your phone, and then the video will be at the bottom. While we're on the topic, YouTube is owned by Google, so why did Google recently change all of their logos to the most mundane designs possible? It really just looks like boxes. If Apple and HP, for example, built their computers the same way that Google designs its new logos, then we would be accessing the internet in 144p right now. This video, it would look like it was recorded with a potato. Just another really dumb thing that Google has done recently that they really just didn't have to do. In conclusion, YouTube is a very, very terrible platform, and I hope that another company rises up and replaces it soon. YouTube will not change because a guy with 192 subscribers told it to, but it's their loss because they're just going to keep on losing viewers and losing content creators to Instagram and TikTok, and their advertisers are going to pull out, and then it's just going to be a downward spiral from there. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. There will be more videos. Peace out, broskies.